In Vim, prevent Caret moving back when I leave edit mode. In Vim, if I enter and leave edit mode without doing anything, the Caret ends up one character to the left. And if I enter and leave append mode, the Caret moves forwards and then backwards. Any way to configure Vim to leave the Caret alone in these cases? Ideally, I just want to always enter append mode, but without moving the Caret when I enter or exit the mode. Currently I usually use insert mode because it doesn't mess up my Caret position upon entry. That is, except when I need to append to the end of the line, in which case I swear at Vim for behaving in such an archaic fashion. Press escape and enter append mode.
I think by caret you mean your cursor, and if you are using I, this will insert directly where your cursor is. A, which I believe you are looking for, moves the cursor one character to the right. Also, Shift I will go to the beginning of the line, and Shift A will go all the way to the end of the line. If I have misunderstood your question, I apologize.
This question gets asked frequently among new 6/Vim users, and the answer is that while in normal mode, the cursor is always on a character, but in insert mode the cursor is always between two characters. Remember, the end of line is a character. You can't really see this illustrated as well in console Vim, but in the GUI you'll notice the cursor becomes a bar between two characters when you enter insert mode, instead of a block over a character when you are in normal mode. So what you're seeing is not necessarily the cursor moving one character back when you leave insert mode, but merely moving onto a character. The only safe direction of movement is to the left, or back. Thus, you have more than one way of entering insert mode. A enters insert mode with the cursor between the character the cursor was on and the next character to the right. I enters insert mode with the cursor between the character the cursor was on and the previous character to the left. Some people have made efforts to suppress this movement that they don't like, but it inevitably interferes with plugins and other Vim scripts they want to run in the future. My suggestion is to get used to using the A and I commands in the appropriate circumstances. The O and O commands are also useful to learn. See. Edit. If you're still determined to change this behavior, try this tip. Prevent escape from moving the cursor one character to the left.
Since remapping is considered risky, I just combine with one of the avoid the escape key approaches and have the following in my .vimerc. Note: make sure there are no space characters on the end of the line. Simple, but fully certified as works fine for me, as that is exactly what I'd otherwise have to type by hand. Whether I use or I still get the caret moving back behavior, and it bugs the hell out of me as more often than not then next thing I want to type is $$ to delete to the end of a line, etc.
Here's my solution. It's funny. This same question exists on all three sites, so, SU, Unix, plus Linux.
If you want to support the channel, please install ID and subscribe.